Hello all, welcome back. This video is the summer chick I'm embodying. Last video we went over office chick baddie, and it's summer now. We're starting to wind down a bit, getting out of that cold kind of, moody kind of vibe that the colder days left us with. And it's lighter and more vibrant, and we want to start wearing colors and expressing ourselves in that kind of way. So yes, this video is going to be on the summer chick I'm embodying. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Davi, and I talk about things I find chic and fashionable. If you like what you hear, please hit subscribe. I'd love to see you here in the future. I also have pages on Instagram and TikTok where I post additional content based on these commentary videos, as well as just my life. So, like I said earlier, we're going to be talking about this kind of persona, if you will. I like to focus on personas when I create my videos and additional content in relation to my videos. Um, just a calm, kind of relaxed, humble summer chick. Um, likes to wear lightweight things, likes to go on walks, likes to hike, hang out with friends, kind of, basic daily activities that you would do in the summertime. But I think that it's hard to become intentional with becoming this summer chick when you're constantly worrying about, other responsibilities, maybe your work, how you're progressing and your workplace, um, you know, money problems. Um, Maybe you have a family and that's, one of your biggest concerns. And, just basic concerns that we kind of we experience in life. So I myself have been, I go through things as well, and I try to focus on sustainable habits and practices that will add to my lifestyle and not necessarily burn me out. So hence the kind of summer chick vibe that I'm going for. Jumping into it, let's start with tops. Okay, firstly, I'm starting off with this ASOS cap sleeve asymmetric tied front lace detail top in khaki green. Lots of words. I decided that I'm just gonna start saying what the item is, so then obviously you guys can get a better understanding and more specific details as to what I'm talking about. Anyway, I like this top a lot because obviously it's lightweight. It's a little scandalous, but at the same time, what's quote unquote scandalous clothing, it's just it just feels just silly at this point. I mean, we all have skin. We all, if it's not a big deal for you, I don't see why it needs to be a big deal. This top, you could see parts of the torso or whatever. Every single time I think of the summertime and wearing tops, I'm like, bro, it's literally hot outside. Can we get over the fact that you could see my shoulder? But I think that's why I love this top, because my number one thing when it comes to lightweight clothing and detailing and things like that, I think it's really cool when you can actually see the form of the person that is wearing the clothing or the piece or whatever. I like this top a lot because one, it has its own intricate detailing, but also it complements her figure and it just lays on her instead of, maybe with thicker clothing, you can't really see the form of the person, and it doesn't really complement their figure. But I could see that tying this, especially with the little ties on it in different places of the torso, can help proportionalize and get the look that you would want when it comes to styling this top. Also, I'm absolutely obsessed with lace. So there we are. This is another top that I think that is a really good basic to have in your closet. I think it's kind of essential because I think it's a really nice to like there's a diverse amount of outfits that you can pair this top with. So this specific top is from the brand, I believe, and hopefully I will not say that I am perfectly pronouncing each of these brands, okay? I'm a little new to this. So, please give me grace, but I believe the brand name is Garmentory, and this is the Gil Americano Jameson top. I've seen a lot of tops that look like this one. I actually have a top like this in my closet, which is kind of funny. I picked it up from Marshalls. But yes, I think that these tops are fun because you can choose what kind of material you want specifically for it. Although you'll see a lot of tops similar to this one, I think it's also important to remember that not every brand uses the same kind of material for whatever clothing that you'll see, you know, constantly anywhere and everywhere. Um I'd like this top because I imagine that it is a light material and you can wear it casually or formally, however you see fit. Um, yeah, dress it up or dress it down, and it's sitting nice on the torso. One of my main concerns is the chest area because obviously, you want your chest to be presented nicely in the top. You don't want it crushing you or you don't want it pulling at you, things like that. But I think that this would look really nice. Moving on, this top is from PacSun. I think that this is another sort of basic to have in your summer chick wardrobe. This is from PacSun, and this is called John Galt Woman's Light Gray Amara Surplice Long Sleeve Top. I like this top a lot because I think it's very form fitting and it looks nice, for example, on the model's body. Um, and also holding the chest, any top that can hold a chest. Yes. I mean, I don't like wearing bras in the summertime. I don't like having to wear additional layers. I like to throw something on, look cute, and then head out the door. Like, that is my summer chick vibe. So I could definitely see myself doing that with this top. Another top that I thought was really cute, and I don't think that the brand is mentioned on it. But there's a lot of tops that look similar to this one. So this is called the Vintage 1946 Woman's Blouse. I think it's literally just defining the time period that the top is from, and basically that's it. But it's vintage, so if you guys ever go into a thrift store and want references for what to look for, I think like you would probably find this top. Has it's it has a neck piece, and then also it kind of just moves down into the chest area. It has like a little hole in between near the collarbone, and then it just goes down. I think this is really cute because the way that it was created, it's a little cinched at the waist, but it's still kind of not necessarily baggy, but at the same time I'm just gonna use baggy. This is a nice top. I really like the way that it's designed because it adds some sort of like something interesting to the look you're wearing. I think this is one of those tops where it could literally just be the single piece that carries your outfit and then you're done. And I love tops like that. I chose this piece because um it's so interesting. Like, I think it reminded me of when I was younger and I would wear tops like this. And I used to hate it. I don't know why. I think I felt like a grandma, but at the same time, I think wearing this as an adult, it means something different to me because in a way, it is a statement. Um, there is something about obviously vintage pieces, but also revisiting that kind of like childlike, like lighthearted kind of aspect of like my life, for instance, and then wearing that like clothing pieces like that as an adult. I don't know. It's just, it's giving lighthearted, free summer vibe. Anyway, this is called the embroidered Peter Pan collar shirt, and I believe it says it's a Rachel at Sea Grain Design. I'm not really familiar with that brand, but I really really like this top, and I would wear it again as another statement that would carry my outfit. I really like this top, women's lace up waist ruffle hem t-shirt. Don't know what the brand is, but I know that there are shirts like this out there. Um, I don't know why, but it's been a minute since I've seen a shirt that is off the shoulder. And I don't think I own any off the shoulder shirts, which is kind of sad. But anyway, I would definitely purchase this one. The material looks so comfortable and flowy. And then I also like the fact that like you have a flowy aspect of the shirt, and then at the bottom it's fitted to the waist. I have a waist, so anything that can complement my figure that way, I would definitely have in my closet. Yup. I think the summertime is this is what it's looking like so far, thus far into the video. I think the summertime is really a moment to embrace how we physically look, because we spent the winter time like not seeing ourselves and covering ourselves up layers upon layers. And I think the summertime is really about giving the body liberty to breathe and to exist, and appreciating it. And I think one of the ways that we could do that is by wearing clothes that complement it. Stressing that, obviously. Um, so I guess leaning a little more into that, I got a couple t-shirts here. So this t-shirt is by W Concept Global, and it says it's a soft stretch tensile U neck sleeveless top. I think I really need a lot of tanks like this. Like, I think they're called tank tops. If they're not, oops, sorry. But yes, I need a lot of tops like this because they come in different colors. The colors are really, really cool that they come in. The material I think is also one of the best aspects of these kinds of tops. And then also I think it's obviously something you can throw on. You can layer if need be because it does get cold in the summertime. Um, and also it's form fitting, so you could throw on some jeans with this, some flowy pants, skirts, literally anything with it, and it's a look. So one of those essential basics, I'd say. Okay, so transparent kind of like lacy tops. Going back to the lace. Not 100% that this shirt is specifically laced, but it's always, I mean, obviously it's not laced, but it's like transparent see-through material. Going back to like lightweight, not necessarily lacy, but lightweight material. This is a top by with Jean or Jean, or I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. It's called the Adele top, and it's in the color olive. I love cutesy tops like this, especially for warmer climate, because you don't have to make such a large effort to make a top look cute. Um, Outside of form fitting, it could just be a really nice designed top made intricately, kind of like this one. And obviously the way that it's cinched and the way that it's cut adds to the kind of unique look of it. And I think that it's really cute, and I would definitely wear this and put something under it, kind of like how she's wearing it, like a bra or something. Or maybe you're going out to the beach and you just want like a beach look. You could definitely pair this with a bathing suit. And then moving on, we have a top from Gil.us, and this is called the Ellis top. I like this top a lot because it's very focused on the material of it, and I think obviously again the material, especially in warmer climate, is like one of the most important aspects of a top. Any piece really, but it's a top. So um, I've been wanting to find tops like this. I haven't been able to come across any, or I haven't actively been looking for a top like this. But if I did find one, I would pick it up. I think that one, obviously, it's sleeveless and it looks breathable, at least to me. And I feel like I could dress this up or dress it down easily. There's a lot of options that I have wearing this top. And I really like that. I like that when I look at this top, I've instantly can see different ways that I could wear it. And yeah, I like the bottom because it is form fitting. The top obviously is looser, but I like that effect. I like that sort of movement that goes on in the top, and I think we saw some tops like that earlier too. So clearly, I'm drawn to those. And then I wanted to end on like this isn't called a baby tee, but it reminds me of baby tees, and I think that baby tees are essential in the summer because kind of what I was saying earlier, they allow you to wear a variety of different outfits. Um and there's something you can throw on, and also things that can be unique in their own sense. This one from Base Range, this vein t-shirt is not necessarily like out there in terms of design or visual aspect, but it's still a very unique shirt because of how the sleeves are and the bottom of the shirt, um and then also how it fits her form. I think that any shirt that has the capacity to complement any person's figure is a really good investment. And I think that baby tees do that automatically, which is why I like them so much. But yeah, this is also 100% organic cotton. So, um, but yeah, that was our tops. So now we're moving on to bottoms. And I've just been really focused on pants. I'm not even gonna lie. I haven't really been focused on skirts at the moment. But starting off, we have these simi pants in the color charcoal, and they're by with jean. Um I really love these pants because the material looks really nice, and also it looks like something I'd lounge around in. And I'd probably be lounging around inside, and then if I wanted to go out, I'd be like, okay, I'll just go out, and then I'd still wear the pants, cause yeah. Um, but that's one pair that I really like, and then these pants from Aritzia. So these are the TNA Women's Mercer track pants. And I like them a lot. I especially liked how they paired the pants and the shirt and the ballet flats, because I would definitely wear something like this. Looks really really cute. But I've been into track pants, at least track pants that look like this, that are kind of low rise, and then they're also kind of straight legged a little bit. I haven't really been into the wide leg kind of track pants or pants in general, unless it's a yoga pant, which we'll get into later. But I thought this looked really nice, and I've always been like really into the side detail of track pants, just that stripe down the leg. I don't know what it is, but it it feels like it elevates the pants. And then next, we have a pair of pants from Free People, and these are called the Finish Line pants. This is specifically Free People movement, another kind of um, category of clothing that they have under their line. Um, there's a couple of them, but yeah, this is Free People movement, and I like these pair of pants a lot because they're just very interesting to look at. They have a little tie at the waist, and that additional material on the side of the pant leg that crosses over. It's like a mix between like maybe a skirt kind of cover up situation and then also the pants. I think they're a fun piece to have in your closet, and a nice thing to wear if you don't feel like wearing an elevated top or if you don't want to have to like worry about elevating your look. Next, I have another pair of pants from Free People. You will see that I have a good amount of things from Free People because obviously they specialize in clothing that feels comfortable and makes you feel lighthearted and free and all things that I've been talking about. But yeah, so these are the record high pants by Free People Movement. I love these pants so much. They look so freaking comfortable. Um, yeah, they're a baggy silhouette, so not necessarily wide like I call it, but I think it's more so just like a baggy pant. Um, it has large pockets. Hello. And then still at the waist, it's pretty fit. So it's a nice kind of momentum going on in the pants themselves. Okay, these are all materials that I've seen before, but I don't exactly know what they are. It says 63% lyocell, 63% lyocell, 28% modal, and 9% nylon. So if that's good, we're wearing it. I have to look into that some more. But yeah, I love those. And then it's funny because I don't usually wear yellow, but I would definitely wear these in a color yellow. Um, I also like the blue top that she paired with it. Very cool. I have my own go-to brands and brands that I prefer over others. I will not I will not actively choose favorites when it comes to brands. But I do like sustainable brands and I do like non fast fashion, and I do enjoy when brands are um conscientious conscientious of how they produce their clothing. Um that's all I'm going to say. But I still look at references. So then if I do like a piece from a brand and I don't necessarily my values don't necessarily match theirs, I could just use their clothing pieces as reference. That being said, this piece is from Shein and it's called the Women's Loose Linen Feel Wide Leg Pants. It has an elastic waist and a drawstring. It's lightweight, breathable, your casual summer trouser basically. Um, I would like to say that I see a lot of pants like these everywhere, but I don't feel like they all hit the same note as I'd prefer them to, and it's usually because of the material and actually also because of the fit. This is a low waist pant, baggy pant, and this actually looks really nice. I've seen other pants that tried to do the whole, situation with the low waist and the baggy and, the lightweight material, but there's usually something off about the item and I usually just like don't even pay attention to it. But I really like these. These look really comfortable and this looks like that one pair of pants that I like would wear all the time and I would have to constantly just wash or buy multiple versions of because it'll be over. Moving on, this is another bottom or flowy pant that I would use as like a statement in my wardrobe. So these pair of pants are by Princess Ace, and these are called the solid knit fold over waist flowy pants. We've seen pants like this countless amounts of times, maybe over social media, maybe our friend has worn them, whatever. Or obviously fashion shows, but yeah. So, um I was kind of in and out about whether or not I'd like these, but I think that they're actually pretty fun. And they look really comfortable. That's the main reason why I was sold on these. I've also been really like, I mean, obviously I gotta like brown. I feel like it really matches my complexion, but yeah, I would get these in the color brown, and I would get these in other colors as well. I like the brown and pink moment, and obviously brown, pink, and gray has always been one of those color combinations that look really nice. So yeah. These are another pair of pants from Free People. These are called the Quick Step Bubble Pants. Um, Again, look really comfortable. And even the description says like it's perfect for studio workouts, off duty days. So just moving around in, and it's made for mobility. Um, and I really appreciate clothing that looks good, especially complementing the figure, and then also is made so that you can literally just do anything. Like, um, yeah, it says it's breathable, it's motion tested. That's crazy. But I really like the little, waist kind of wrap situation, and you can, obviously pull the string, tie it, stuff like that. I think the bottom is really fun because it's scrunched in, which is, I think, is an interesting detail. But yeah, I really like these pants. These were another pair of, not necessarily pants. These are more so like trousers. These are a secondhand item from Etsy, and these are called the yoga cargo pants. They're cotton, and yeah, they're like a really fun vibe. I feel like to find really fun yoga pants, they usually are secondhand, and that's because I don't think we've really been focusing on yoga pants that much, or as much as we used to, maybe in like the early 2000s, late 90s. But yeah, really like these pants. And then that also leads me into like the fold over capri pants that are low rise and wide leg and flowy. I've been really, really liking those kind of pants. You can find these pants really anywhere. Yeah, these aren't necessarily like new, again, back from like late 90s, early 2000s. But yeah, this is literally like you went into your mom's wardrobe and you're like, these are so cute. Like, why didn't I know about these? Okay, next we're gonna head on over to dresses, because I have been obsessed with dresses. I think the summertime, especially, we have more golden hour. It's it's just, I just feel like if you're a nature girl, dresses go crazy. Anyway, so this first one we have is by Rachel Comey. Hopefully, I'm saying that right. This is called the Mitch dress. Um, this dress is very unique in the ruching and the detailing. Um, and then also the material even furthers it. It is made to be breathable, semi sheer, which I love a semi sheer moment. That's really fun. And yeah, it plays it with visual dimension, and obviously affects the movement of the dress. It's a very visually interactive kind of piece to wear, and that's one of the main reasons why I was so drawn to it. um I think wearing a piece that can be standalone like this is really fun, and I think also like easy to wear, period, at the end of the day. So I love that dress. Here's another dress. This is by Ciao Lucia, and this is called Leticia Lucia. Ciao Lucia. Ooh, pronunciations. This is called the Alicia Orchid satin dress. I really like this dress because obviously it's form fitting, but also the material is eating. It it looks smooth. It says that it's smooth and lightweight. And it has like a soft fluid drape on it. So yeah, um, it's not that complicated of a dress, compositionally, but it's so beautiful because of the way that it lays on the body. Um, and you could see movement in it. Um, and also the color is really pretty. So I think having dresses like these are important. They could, hey, they can either be seen as a basic or something elevated because it's very elegant. So the next dress is a lace slip dress. I don't know exactly who it's from. Let's double check that. Oh, it's from Zara. So this is a lace slip dress from Zara, and I really like dresses like these, obviously because it's lace. I like the detailing on like the top part of the dress near the chest area. I love when dresses detail with lace. And I also really like the color. It gives a very organic, kind of earthy feel. And yeah, I'm a big fan. Also a V-neck with a spaghetti strap. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Um moving on. This dress is from Etsy. It says it's an elegant fitted mini dress and has a V-neck. It's like a cocktail slip dress. And I think I need more of these because you can wear these casually, but you can also like wear it out for the evening time. So it's basically like from morning to afternoon to evening, you can easily slip in between those different parts of the day with this kind of dress. Yeah, it says it's pure linen. So I think obviously another main thing about these kinds of dresses is that yes, the shape can make it look really nice, but it's also the material that furthers the comfort, and then of course the visual capacity that the item has, and I'm obsessed with it. Okay, next. So this dress is from LA Relax and it's called Organic Gauze Dress. It's so funny because when I think of gauze, I literally think of like the little things that they used in order to help like treat or heal or perform operations on people, like literally medicine, like literally doctor. Um, but yeah, it's funny because it literally it looks like a gauze dress. I wonder if that's also um understanding what a gauze is, if that's a part of the lore of the reason why the dress is named the way that it is. But yeah, so it's lush organic gauze. Maybe that's actually the material. We're learning today. We're learning today. Um, but yeah, so it's gauze cotton. Okay, that makes a lot of sense because yeah, so technically people did use gauze cotton in order to help, with injuries and things like that. So that's so cool. Let me search that up though so I don't sound like an idiot. Yes. Okay, so let's go to school real quick. It says gauze cotton is a lightweight, breathable, and hypoallergenic. Jeez, can I speak? Hypoallergenic 100% cotton fabric. So it is used for wounds or things like that. Oh my gosh, that's tea. So yes, period. Now, this is for sure one of those dresses like in the movies, like if you, how they rip off parts of their shirts or whatever to help treat wounds. Like this is literally that dress. So that's tea. But yeah, it's a really pretty dress, and it says it has hip pockets. Ooh, that's funny, and of course, 100% organic cotton. So yeah, having a dress like this, especially, you can see your silhouette through it because it's kind of like it's semi transparent, but is also just imagining feeling the material and like walking around in it is like such a treat. It's such a nice a nice experience. So this is another dress from Free People, and it's called Full of Sunshine Cotton Linen Mini Dress. Um, yeah, so going into cotton, I think cotton is a big aspect of, comfort in the summertime, just because obviously, like, the cotton material is comfortable and then also breathable. So, yeah. Yes, yes, yes. And then I've also been trying to find a dress that isn't necessarily long, that I could throw on and just go outside and getting into the lace again. This is another Zara dress, and it's called the pleated lace dress, and I really like it. I like it a lot because of the lace detailing and um the fabric and the detailing. I believe, let me see what the material. It says viscose blend yarn. Interesting. I don't know what that means. Oh, it tells you 80% viscose, so that's literally the material. 20% polyester, 70% cotton, which is the secondary fabric. Okay, well, the lining is 100% cotton. Okay, yeah, it looks really comfy, really cozy, and it also looks fits to the body. So I could see myself wearing it. This is another dress, and guess where it's from? Guess where? Right. It's from Free People, and this is called Me and You Midi Slip Dress by Intimately. So this is the Free People Intimately kind of classification of Free People clothing. I love this dress so much. This is one of those dresses that you'd see like, and it does it here too. It can be paired with like jeans, or you can just wear it alone. It is kind of transparent, so you kind of want to be aware of that. But I'd wear a nice, cute little bra under it, and hey, maybe some shorts. I don't know how confident I'd feel if I just wore like a little underwear set, but yeah, I definitely wear a cute bra under it and some shorts, and that would be my fit. Maybe these earrings too. Y'all like my earrings? Period. Period. Okay, and then also we have like a more elegant kind of style dress. This is from Beck and Bridge, and it's called the Miriam. Oh no, it's not. It's called the Cassis Straight Maxi Dress. Love this dress so much. Especially for like tanner skin, this kind of color green eats up. It's a soft mesh, it says, and it's backless, obviously. Yeah, and it's perfect for elevated day wear or even evening attire, I'd also say. Um, Soft mesh paneled bodice with front. It's so cool how people can design clothing, and it looks so geometric, like it has a geometric aspect to it, but at the same time it's not overly complicated. It's more so just the placement and detailing that's a little different, but again, not very complicated. And then lastly, one of the last dresses I have for you guys today is another item by davi.iaa, and this is the Elodie dress. And I really, really like this dress because it really focuses on the detail of the dress through the material and how it's draped. Something I'm figuring out about myself is that I really like draped clothing items. Or maybe specifically dresses, obviously yoga pants and tops. Actually, let me shut up. It's literally every clothing piece, I think. But and this aspect of movement that a clothing piece can have, I think that is very, very important to me also. Seeing the move of your body through the clothing and the movement of the item itself because of how it's composed, I think that is also very interesting to me. So those are really important aspects of clothes that I never really noticed that I was into. So that's a really fun kind of tidbit. Okay, so moving on to shoes. I've been really liking so since I went to Japan like last year and I bought some onitsukas, and since then I've been just mainly focused on the kind of shape and composition of the Onitsuka shoe specifically, and just comparing that shoe to other shoes that I see. That being said, that's really kind of the premise that I've been following when it came to finding shoes, like summer shoes that I actually am interested in. So starting off, these shoes are from Anthropologie, and these are called the Vagabond Holly Suede Flats. And yeah, so they're characterized as flats, but like to me, they kind of give more so like gym shoe, maybe like a hybrid. But yeah, these are the flats, and I like them a lot because I could just like throw on these pair of shoes. They're black, and I again like the shape of them. It really reminds me of Onitsuka. Moving on, so again, yeah, going back to like the whole like me being obsessed with onitsukas. So this is an example of an onitsuka shoe. Um, you've probably seen these. Comment down below where you've seen these shoes. Yes, you guessed it. In Kill Bill. Love these shoes so much. These are like actually so iconic. But these are specifically the Tiger Mexico 66 sneakers. I don't think I have these ones. I have a different kind. Um, but I would definitely get these. These are so cute. And then this is another shoe from Anthropologie. I think it's like a partnering between Anthropologie. You can purchase them from Anthropologie, but these are the Puma Speed Cats. I've been really into Pumas as well. I like the shape of those, and um, I am yeah. I've been trying to look for shoes that like look like Onitsukas. I figured Puma is like one of those shoes that I would definitely wear. And I also like this color green. And it's like a suede green when it comes to material. So very cute. And then next, these are another pair of Puma shoes, another pair of Puma Speed Cats. These are in brown and cream. I've been really liking cream. I've been really liking brown shoes and like clothes and things like that. I clearly am wearing brown today. Um, and yeah, I think it looks really nice, and I'd wear these shoes on multiple days of summer. Probably not winter, sadly, because they're not made for that, but yeah. And then moving on to like ballet flats. So I really like strapped ballet flats. I think I mentioned that in one of my past videos. But these are so fun to wear. I think it's because it brings out like the kid in me, but I'm absolutely obsessed with flats at the moment, and I think it's also partially because I don't really have any flats, and I've seen people wear flats for so long now, for so long. And I think it's time for me to like actually find a pair of flats. So, but I really like these. These are Zara flats. These are called the suede buckle ballet flats in the color brown, and I really like this color in brown because it's brown. I wonder. Oh, they're suede. Oh, that's so fun. Yeah, I'm actually. Why am I tearing up? Anyway, let's move on. So this is actually kind of cool. So these are Gabriella thong wedges, and these are from Free People, and I was not expecting this from Free People. Obviously, it's for a summer outfit, and it's like boho chic. No, it's literally from the Free People shop. Oh, okay. Well, all right. Very cool. Very nice. Yeah, these are some cool freaking thong sandal wedges that I would keep in my closet. These are Jeffrey Campbell and yeah, faux leather. These are really freaking cool. Oh, I gotta read this. Okay, listen. It says since 2000, Campbell and his wife Christina have created footwear that's at once accessible, comfortable, and fashion forward, delighting their fans with constant stream of new styles that reflected an uncanny ability to anticipate upcoming fashion trends. These are so freaking cute. I'm literally gonna lose my mind. Those are thonged wedges, and then I found some from Poshmark. These are Nine West shoes, and they're basically kind of very similar to the thonged ones by Campbell. Yeah, these are in a chocolate brown, and I mean, yeah, if I the thong shoes hurt my feet, then clearly you can wear some um strapped ones. Or mine, yeah, I could wear some strapped ones. Words. Okay, these hopefully I'm saying this right. Ide, Ade, Aid. That's the brand name. And then these are actually called Onda leather flats. These are so freaking cute, dog. Like the little heeled ballet flats are so freaking cute with the bow. Get out of town. Get out of here, dude. And then I think I also might look into this brand because this is really cute. Okay, it says the Onda is our round toe ballerina set on a low block level featuring a cord bow. Um, there's a word being okay. Bow on the vamp. It's elasticated around the top line and left online for day long comfort. Cool. Yeah, I'm if I had a pair of these, I would actually be obsessed with them and probably wear them all the time. These I've also been seeing around pretty often. These are from Free People and they're called the Everyday Flats. And yeah, so the distance between the entry point of which you insert your foot, that like little hole area or the yeah, is it's smaller than a typical ballet flat, as you guys will see. But this is Campbell again. I did not know that most of the shoes that I like are actually made by Jeffrey Campbell and maybe even his wife because they collab a lot. But yes, this is amazing. I freaking love these shoes and I would wear them all the time. And then just like your basic flats, these pair are from Poshmark. You could usually like find flats anywhere. These are Studio 1940 shoes. 1940 black patent square toe ballet flats with a buckle. I've been really liking buckled flats. I think that, the buckle is just like another nice cute detail to add to the shoe. And then also squared toe as well. I don't think I really have square toe shoes. Yeah, I really don't. I was just saying earlier that I don't really have any ballet flats at all, so. And then lastly, these are Lumi Kitten Flip Mule 3 centimeter what? 3 centimeter heel kitten flip mules, and these are by W Concept Global. These shoes are actually really cute. So I was kind of on the fence about heeled like flip-flops. But you know what? The way that they designed them actually is not so bad, and it actually looks really cute. The only thing I'd be concerned about is like the little thong and yeah, hurting my feet. But these look really, really cute. And I also found another pair from ASOS. These are called the Wide Fit Havana Flip Flop Kitten Heel Sandals, in black. And I thought the heel looked really cool. And then it also actually looks really comfortable. Maybe there's some sort of like foam at the base of the foot that makes it so that it's not uncomfortable to wear. But yeah, those are shoes. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna make that the end of the video. It's been a pretty long video so far. Um, I'm actually gonna make two different parts. So this is part one, and then I'll come out with the part two. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys thought about these pieces. What sounds like you, what doesn't sound like you, or even things that you're willing to try. And speaking of things that complement you stylistically, I started creating my very own visual interpretations of what I find fashionable and fun. If you didn't know, I'm an artist as well as a fashionista, and I make artwork. If you'd like to check out some of my creations, you can go to Zazzle.com and search my store, DaviDoodles. And hey, maybe you'll like something and maybe you want to buy a print or something. I don't know. I also do commissions. So if you have a vision, a picture, a reference, whatever it may be, I can help you make it come to life. So feel free to email me at daviisanartist@gmail.com, and I'll send over a commission information page that you can go over and send me the details of exactly what you're looking for, and we can start talking about it. So there we have it, part one of the summer chick I'm embodying. If you enjoyed my content and you would like to see more, then please give me a like to let me know. And if you haven't already and would like to continue seeing videos like this, please subscribe to my channel where I post a video every week. At least one video. Because now I'm having part two, so maybe we'll see. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you chicks in the next flick. Period.